So a quick review of adding and subtracting fractions with not the same common denominator. Okay, so the key skill here is that we've got to remember to have a common denominator before we can add or subtract fractions. So here we've got thirds and tenths, so we look for the lowest common multiple of both these numbers, and if we go through our 10 times table we can see that 30 is in the 10 times table and 30 is in the 3 times table. So we're going to change these into 30ths. So 2/3 to become 30ths we have to times by 10, so 20/30ths, and 2/10 to become 30ths, then we have to times by 3, so 6/30ths. So 2/3 we rewrite as 20/30ths, and 2/10 we rewrite as 6/30ths. Add those together, so 26/30ths. The thing we've got to remember with fractions all the time though is we should always make sure that we simplify down where we can. And here we've got 26 over 30, which both halve to become 13 over 15. So our final answer on the answer line will be 13/15. When we do subtraction, we've got same idea really. We deal with the fraction part of these mixed numbers first. So we've got 2/5 take away 3/7. Again, we look for a common denominator. And again, if we go through the 7 times table, we can see that 35 is in there, and 5 is also has 35 in the 5 times table. So we're going to turn them into 30/5. So 2/5 to become 30/5. We multiply by 7. So we multiply the numerator by 7 as well. So 14. And 3/7 to become 30/5. We multiply by 5. So we multiply the numerator by 5 as well. So that's 15. So 2/5 is the same as 14/35, and 3/7 is the same as 15/35. 14 take away 15 is -1/35. Now we deal with the whole number parts. So we've got a 3 and a 1, and 3 take away 1 is equal to 2. So we've got 2 and negative there, 1/35 to bring together. So we've got 2 take away 1/35. 2 can be broken up into 1 plus 35/35. 35/35 is the same as a whole one, and 1 plus 1 is 2. And then we're going to take away a 35th. So 35/35 take away a 35th is 34/35. So we're left with 1 and 34/35. There is another way that we can do takeaways with mixed numbers. We could turn them both into improper fractions and do the takeaway with that. That would deal with much bigger numbers though. So if you prefer this method, you could use this. So 3 2/5 is equivalent to 5 3s are 15 plus 2 is 17. So it's equivalent to 17/5. In all those whole ones there, there's 5/5. There's 3 of them. 3 5s are 15 plus 2 is 17. And 1 and 3/7 is the same as, well, 7 times 1 is 7 plus 3 is 10. So the same as 10/7. Again, in that whole one, there's 7/7 plus the extra 3 makes 10/7. So I could turn this sum into 17/5 take away 10/7. And again, we could turn these into 30/5. So what did I have to do to 17 to turn into 5 to turn into 35? I had to times by 7. So I times the 17 by 7. And 17 sevens is 70, 49, 119, 35ths, and 10/7, well, I've got to turn 70 to 35, so times that by 5, so times the top by 5 is 50, and 119 take away 50 is 69/35. Improper fraction, so I must cancel it down. How many 35s go to 69? 1, and 35 away from 69 is 34. So you've got the two techniques really for dealing with mixed numbers. You can either deal with the fraction parts, sometimes end up with a negative, but all you do is borrowing and taking away from a whole, or you can turn them into improper fractions and you can work with the bigger numbers and then cancel down the improper fraction you get at the end. Either way, that's how you can subtract and add fractions.